I'm Brian Andrews, updating South Florida's top stories at 6:30. As CBS 4's Tara Mergener reports, House and Senate lawmakers were not in session today, but some were on the Sunday talk show circuit blaming each other for the impasse. Now, if the government shuts down on Tuesday, what exactly will grind to a halt here in South Florida? CBS 4's Jamie Garola is here with more from local lawmakers. Jamie? Two teenagers are accused of trying to break into a home that was being tented for termites. 19-year-old Robert Taylor was arrested along with a 16-year-old. Both are charged with burglary and resisting arrest by Hollywood police. Investigators say the two tried to break into this home in the 1200 block of Harrison Street early this morning. Firefighters used hazmat gear to go inside to see if anybody else was in the house, but the suspects had already made their way away. Bernie Kosar, former quarterback for the Canes and the Cleveland Browns, was arrested for DUI today. Kosar was pulled over for speeding early this morning near Cleveland. Police say they smelled a strong odor of booze coming from his Cadillac. He's out of jail tonight on bond and expected in court on Tuesday. When reached by our news partners at the Miami Herald, Bernie Kosar texted back, "I am fine." New information tonight in world news. Dozens are dead after a car bomb explodes at a historic bazaar in Pakistan. At least 41 people were killed, about 100 others hurt. The blast also destroyed several shops and cars and left behind a huge crater. So far, no one has claimed responsibility. This province is the site of frequent terror attacks, including 2 bombings in just the last week alone.
Liftoff.
Private spaceflight company SpaceX successfully launched an upgraded version of its Falcon 9 rocket today in California. The vehicle placed a Canadian science satellite into orbit, as well as several smaller payloads. The new version of rocket boasts several changes aimed at boosting performance. Last year, the Falcon 9 was the first commercial rocket to successfully deliver an unmanned space capsule to the International Space Station. A meteor lit up the night sky Friday night over Indiana. Take a look at this video. It is a completely clear sky, and there the meteor passes right over. This is just 20 minutes south of Indianapolis. Let's look at it one more time as the meteor makes its way through the heartland of America. No rain in Palm Beach, where I started my morning, and it was a lovely drive back down here to Miami-Dade County, so the weather held up fantastic for today.
Good, trying to keep as many people happy as possible.
Thousands of people honored firefighters in New York City today. The 12th annual Tunnel to Towers 5K run taking place in Brooklyn, where firefighters around the world participated in the event. It's named after a late firefighter named Stephen Siller, who on September 11th abandoned his fire truck at the Brooklyn Battery Tunnel and ran to the World Trade Center. The tradition raises funds for firefighters and military officials who are injured in the line of duty. Our Maggie Newland is gathering details on what happened. She's out at the scene. Maggie? If the government shuts down on Tuesday, what exactly will grind to a halt here in South Florida? CBS 4's Jamie Garola is here with more from our local lawmakers. The truck driver who ran over and killed a man at a Miami gas station has turned himself into Miami police. Investigators say the truck driver ran over Wilfredo Santana as he slept with his head on the curb at a Miami gas station. Police say the driver never saw Santana there and thought he had simply run over the curb. Charges have not been filed in this case at this time. Straight ahead on your 11 o'clock news this Sunday night, South Florida is getting tough on bullying. After the break, some familiar faces show up to kick off a brand new campaign. Miami Beach is getting tough on bullying. Tonight, the city kicked off an anti-bullying campaign. City leaders, students, parents, and teachers gathered at the Band Shell in North Beach. Former Miami Heat guard Tim Hardaway was there too. You may remember Hardaway faced heavy criticism back in 2007 for homophobic comments. He has since apologized and says bullying is wrong.
You know, anonymously they did, and it kind of helped.
Studies show more than 160,000 kids across the country skip school for at least a day because they are afraid of being bullied.
It is the ultimate girlfriend getaway that combines the magic of childhood summer camp with interactive workshops.
It was magical, wasn't it?
Magic.
The camp is led by self-help experts to create a transforming weekend experience for overworked
and overstressed
women.
Yep.
Here's Lisa Petrillo with an inside look at the camp empowerment. It's okay to want everything and find it.
Okay.
Go for it, babe.
All right, babe.